Hello, friends. We want to wish you a very, very blessed Thanksgiving time. You know, Thanksgiving, of all the holidays that we have in America at least, is, I think, unique in the sense that it is not celebrating a person or an event or a group of people, which is true of almost all the other holidays. Rather, it is celebrating a proper attitude, the attitude of thanksgiving, of being grateful for the gifts that God has given us, for all of the beauty that we find around us. Maybe at this time it's a little covered over with turbulent waters, but that is all going to pass. It's just temporary. Underlying everything is this beautiful world that God has created. And the ability to give thanks for that is one of the most important qualities that we can have. You know, giving thanks or gratitude opens the heart. And it's through the opened heart that God's grace can flow to us. It doesn't flow into our minds. It doesn't flow into our hands, although it can flow through our hands, our actions, our deeds. But the grace of God flows into our hearts and into our souls. But it won't flow just as the sun won't penetrate through the closed shutters and barred doors and windows of a house that wants to remain in darkness. Just as the sun can't enter that room, God's grace can't enter into our lives unless we open our hearts. And the very best way of doing that is simply to say, thank you, God. Thank you to the people you've brought into my life. Thank you for the gifts that you have given me. Thank you even, God, for those difficult tests that you've given me, because they have been for my understanding and for my growth. Everything that has come from you has come from love, because you are love. And let me accept it in that manner and give thanks to you today and throughout every day of my life.
Swami Kriyananda talks about the importance of gratitude. And Thanksgiving gives us the opportunity to pause and take stock of what we are grateful for. And, you know, when one looks back on one's life, it isn't always the good things, the fulfilled desires or wishes or wonderful vacations that you're grateful for. I remember, many of you know the story, in 1976, Ananda was struck by a big forest fire and the community virtually was burnt to the ground. It was not an easy time, but when I look back on it, it's one of the events in my life for which I am the most grateful, because I learned so much, more than I ever could have learned if things had just gone smoothly. I learned about my own strength. I learned about my own ability to carry on. I learned about the power of community. I learned about the power of love. I learned about the source of true security. All these things and more. And so I would invite you now, sometime during the Thanksgiving holidays, to take stock of your life and look at the things that you're grateful for, both the good things and the bad things that have happened. And when we look at the world around us, it's not an easy period, but I think in the future, when we look back, we will be grateful. I am grateful that I'm living through these times, because it helps me reaffirm what my values are. It helps me see the goodness in humanity despite challenges contrary. And so to find gratitude in all of life's events and I also want to say that we are grateful for you who are watching this video in our lives. Thank you for being part of Ananda. Thank you for joining us in this great mission that Master brought to the world and that Swami Kriyananda has fulfilled. Thank you for your interest in our classes. Thank you for your service, your support in so many ways. There's so much life, so much in life that is a gift. In fact, it's all a gift. The good, the bad, and the in-between. It's all a divine gift. And if we can walk through life with a grateful heart, then we can see not only the gifts, but the giver behind the gifts. And that is God. And gratitude helps us recognize that everything in our lives is given from that loving divine hand for our own spiritual growth. So we wish you and those you love a very, very blessed Thanksgiving with grateful hearts, looking to the light that shines always through clouds and storms, through sunny days and rainy days. We are so blessed of all things to be grateful for, to have been given and shown a path to find that true reality, God behind all of this manifestation of the world. God bless you.